Hello and welcome to Primo Trades. My name is Stephen Primo. I'm the president and founder of Specialist Trading. And in these brief educational presentations, I share with you different techniques, tips, and strategies that I've accumulated in my 45 years of trading. And then I show you how simple it is to become a consistent trader by simply applying them on our PTS Primo charting platform. Now, in today's educational video, I'm going to reveal a simple trading process that could have helped you successfully trade the stock Meta, META. This is regardless of the negative news that caused the price to fall over 25% this week. But first, let me share with you today's theme. And that's something my mentors taught me. They said, Steve, the job of a successful trader only requires two simple rules. One, to simply listen to the market and find out which direction it wants to go. And two, to trade only in that direction. Sounds simple, right? Now you notice I didn't make any mention of a successful trader needs to figure out what the earnings are, or in order to be a successful trader, you have to find out the support and resistance, or buy at the very bottom and sell at the very top. Or there's no mention of going to a chat room or a trading room to find out what everyone else is doing and to trade along some so-called group. All you have to do is learn how to listen to the market and find out which direction it wants to go. And then once you know that, simply trade in that direction. That's all the job is of a trader in order to become successful. The only problem is we're always taught the opposite, right? If the market's going lower, it's gone down low and up, so we want to buy it at the very bottom, right? Or if it's gone up too high, we want to get out because it can't go up any higher. Or we've got to listen to some guy on TV or in a chat room tell us what we're supposed to be doing. This is why most traders fail. But if you follow these two simple rules, you'll get onto that road to consistency. Now let's see how it could have helped us trade the stock Meta, META, this week. So let me go to the PTS Primo charting platform and let's look at the stock, okay? As we can see, the stock has been going down for a while, and this is the action that happened this week. It's roughly been going down, and then Thursday, it had a huge gap to the downside based on some negative news. How could this simple two-step process have helped us trade Meta? Well, the first rule is, remember, we want to listen to the market and find out which direction it wants to go. Now, looking at this in hindsight, it's very simple. It wants to go lower. But how could we have known, let's say, up here that it wanted to go lower when it was trading roughly at 165? The first thing we do on our platform is to apply the buy-sell line. This will tell us instantly what the overall trend is. And remember, we always want to be in sync with rule number one. We want to trade in the direction of the overall trend because that's what the market wants to do. So all we have to do on our platform is click on buy sell line, click on the fluid category because that will help us see it much easier. And anything in that blue area we call the blue buy zone. That means that the overall trend is up and you only want to have a buyer's perspective. But anytime price is in the red area, that's called the red sell zone. And you do not want to buy it all. You only want to be a seller. Now, the rule of thumb is if you have 3 to 5 closes in one particular zone, that will tell you the overall trend. Excuse me. And as you can see here, we have the majority of closes in the red sell zone. Sure, there were 2 closes up above in the blue buy zone, but that's not enough for us to change our overall view of what direction the market wants to go. So obviously, we knew well in advance was when price was trading roughly about 160 to either avoid this stock entirely or to take the second part of the process, which is simply to trade in sync with what the market wants to do. Trade only in the direction of the market. Now, obviously, we knew in advance that the market wanted to go lower. Let's try a strategy that I've been trading for over 4 decades. This is the first strategy my specialist, I should say, mentors taught me on the floor of the Pacific Stock Exchange, and that's strategy number 4, okay? All we have to do is simply go to our platform right here, click on signal arrows, and we can see all of the areas where we could have gotten short or sold. Now, I'll give you a little secret. I'll give you 2 of the rules of this particular method. The first rule is, obviously, we only want to trade in sync with the fluid buy-sell line. So obviously, we're not going to be buying if price is in the red sell zone. The second rule is it's based on a pattern, and one of the categories of that pattern, one of the pieces of the puzzle, is that the bar has to close in the bottom 25% of its range, the bottom 25% or quarter of its range. And as you can see, these signals were generated right here. Now, there's a few more rules based on this pattern that repeats over and over again that I can't divulge, but these were all valid strategy number 4 signals. And it's amazing how the day before this news came out on Wednesday, and the stock fell out of bed the next day on Thursday, how the strategy generated a sell signal. Now, isn't that amazing? Because none of this is based on fundamental news. None of this is based on support and resistance. None of this is based on some guy in a chat room. It's all based on the market telling you what it wants to do. Remember, if you follow this 2-step process, which is 1, listen to the market, find out which direction it wants to go. So we did that by applying the fluid buy-sell line. And then 2, only trade in the direction of what the market wants to do. And we did that by applying our strategy in the form of strategy number 4. Okay, this is how simple trading can be, and this is how you can become a consistent trader if you follow this 2-step process and have a little courage to release or throw away all the things we've been taught that are supposed to work. Most of the things that we're taught about, like earnings, news reports or economic reports that come out, or support and resistance, things of that nature. I was taught the same things 4 decades ago. They didn't work for me then, so there's no reason that they're supposed to miraculously start working now. Learn to listen to the market, and you'll have a lot greater odds of becoming a consistent trader, okay? Now remember, everything I just shared with you comes from our platform, the PTS Primo Charting platform. As we can see here, this is the educational platform that actually teaches you how to trade. Now, for more information regarding anything you just saw today, from the fluid buy-sell line to the platform to strategy number 4, please don't hesitate to contact my sister site, Pro Trader Strategies. They're in charge of all the marketing and all the courses, as well as the tech support and the pricing. You can email them at trading@protraderstrategies.com. I would suggest giving them a call at area code 310-598-6677. They have trading consultants that would be happy to answer any question you may have, and as well fill you in on the most recent type of discount or favorable pricing they have. Now, as we take one last look at our disclaimer, I want to thank you so much for listening to this week's Primo Trades. I hope you learned something, but more especially, I really hope you become a consistent trader. Thanks so much for listening. I'll see you at next week's Primo Trades.